Hi, my name is Gauri. I am a tarot card reader primarily, and I'm also a Reiki and a pranic healer, an advanced healer. I love to help people, and wherever I can serve humanity and help make lives better, I would absolutely consider it my privilege to do that. And numerology is one thing, something that interested me since my early childhood. You know, when I was about 11 years old, I first came in touch with numerology, and since then I've been applying it on and off in my life. Also made some changes to my name, etc., which actually showed very good results. So that always kept my interest in numerology alive. However, as I grew up to be an adult and also a professional tarot card reader and a Reiki healer, I had this awareness and a nagging feeling in my heart that I was not getting where I wanted to get. It was not really so much of an ambition, but the reach that I wanted to have in society, I was not really getting there. I also must confess that I had some mental blocks, you know, like underselling myself, which Valmikki sir had actually pointed out to me, which I'll come to later. But so these were my blockages, and I wanted to officially learn numerology so that I can know where I'm really lacking or what mistakes I was making when I was trying to help myself. That was point number one, or motivation number one, for me to find a good teacher. I'm very lucky to have found Govind Valmikki sir in the same city that I am living. I don't have to travel very far to find a good teacher, a teacher as great as Govind Valmikki sir. So I actually checked on internet and I wanted to see if Bangalore has any great teachers of numerology, and he seems to be the only one, only genuine, authentic numerological consultant and also a teacher and a mentor. So that is how I actually got in touch with Govind Valmikki sir first. Obviously, as someone who was already, having some idea of numerology, I came to the class expecting like, so it will start the class with like 1, 2, 3, the meanings of 1 is this, 2 is that, 3 is this. But what actually happened was he made me write my whole name out, and then he made me decode my name. And there itself I could see myself exposed with all my strengths and my weaknesses, That was really, eye-opener in the very first 20 minutes. I didn't expect to do that. I was thinking this would be the last thing in the class. So that is how the class basically started, much to my astonishment and my amusement also. So the first day when I came to the class, basically, sir had taught us about different kinds of numbers. All this long I thought there was a destiny number, there was a birth number, there's something called a lucky number and some lucky colors associated. But we were not really discussing any of those things. I mean, everything that I was talking about or sir was talking about was completely alien to whatever I knew about numerology. He made me look at numerology in a completely new way. I mean, I never found any of that in any book so far. And I read many books, by the way, I have to tell you this. The funny part at the end of the first day was he taught me lots and lots of things with lots of patience, lots of wit, lots of camaraderie. And at the end of the day, when I'm going home, he tells me, look, tomorrow you come to the class and we're going to unlearn all of this. And I'm like, what was that? What was that? What do I come tomorrow and do if I'm going to unlearn all of this? Now, why did I learn all of this? So the next morning I come kind of a little stressed, a little gingerly about, now what am I supposed to expect here? I've worked out my name, now I thought I'm going to make my name luckier for a better life or a successful life, happier life. And then he tells me we got to unlearn all of this. Now what was the whole point of learning? Next day is when the real fun begins. You are seriously getting into the business of numerology, the business of changing your name, the business of changing your life. Alright? And next day is where we start piecing together everything that we learned on day one. Nothing of day one is ignored or left useless. Everything from there is actually to be used on day two, and to be reapplied to your name, to your life, to everything that you do, everything that you feel, think, desire. So that is how this day number 2 went. And it is on day number 2 that I learned a specific form or method of numerology which sir calls Valmikki Method of Numerology, which is one of its kind in this whole world. I must have read about 40 books on numerology at least, and I've never heard of Valmikki Numerology. I've never seen anything like that kind of numerology after the end of the class. And what actually happened was, sir doesn't do much. He simply tells you this is the method. Then he gives you names of various celebrities, a big list. He's got a big list, must have 200 or 300 of them. He's given me only 10. He said, pick up whatever name you like, your choice. He didn't influence me to choose this name or that name. For fun's sake, I obviously chose Shah Rukh Khan. I'm not so much into politics, so I didn't go into politicians, but I like film heroes and all that, obviously. But so I chose Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, Deepika Padukone and all that. And when I applied the Valmikki method of numerology, it laid bare their whole life, the successes, their weaknesses. It was so easy to decode them and why they are ticking in business first of all. I mean, why not somebody with the same date of birth as Deepika Padukone would tick in life? Probably she's failing somewhere, depressed somewhere, but there is a Deepika Padukone who's a reigning queen of Bollywood. So why is that? And you might imagine that all this takes a lot of work, but I think I was able to take 1 to 2 minutes to decode why Deepika is successful, why Salman is so successful, why Shah Rukh is such a badshah of Bollywood or heartthrob with us Indian people and Indian women especially. It was so easy actually, and then again this is what I understood when Sir said you will have to unlearn everything. So now what happens? I go back to step number 1, which is my name. So everything that I worked out and found out my strengths and weaknesses and I go back home with, then it says no, I'm not ticking. And if I want to be somewhere up there, then I know what to do, how to redesign my name, what to tweak, what to add. Yeah, and this is a privilege that I have, this is a power that I have. When we are blessed with a teacher like Govind Valmikki sir and his one of its kind method, the Valmikki method, and when I have the privilege of being able to come to the class and be so gracefully accepted by my teacher, then why would I not want to change my life? Why would I not want to be more successful? Why would I not want to be richer, happier, and more content with my life, with fewer questions and more gratitude for all the good things that life has to offer via my teacher and his method of numerology. So I would strongly recommend to everyone out there who's probably got these questions, these why me kind of questions, everyone who desires and who thinks that they truly deserve a lot more success, a lot more money, a lot more happiness, a lot less conflict, a lot less blockages in their life, to please come and meet nobody but Govind Valmikki sir. And I don't know how many of you all met a numerologist before, but I've seen many, I've read many books. So I think I can very confidently and I can thump on the table here and tell that you have to meet this man and then see how 2 days with him can change your life. It can actually be a rags to riches story. You know, it is possible. It is actually possible to make your life a rags to riches story. I'm not saying you all are in rags, but then in case in any aspect of your life, be it relationships, be it money, be it success, be it trouble at the career, be it not even knowing what career you must be opting, where you should be putting your energies into, you should be meeting Govind Valmikki sir and you should be learning numerology. Yes, you can consult him for numerology, but learning numerology is actually it's a gift that you give to yourself, you know. I have a feeling in my heart, and I also wish sir, you know, the biggest of successes, a lot more than he already is. And one day he actually might become very unapproachable or very difficult to contact, because you might be one person sitting in a class of 100, whereas now if you come, the sooner you come, you could be like sitting face to face with him, you know, across the table, and then learning your numerology class like you would sit with a friend in a coffee shop or something. It is that informal. And at no point in the class does he lose his grip on the class. He keeps making you progress from one step to another. And then what else shall I say? It's my ultimate honor, my privilege, my good fortune, perhaps my destiny also. I have to thank God and my destiny for having brought me in touch with Govind Valmikki sir, where all my answers are found, you know, the answers to my questions are found. I am over the top delighted. I mean, it's a little embarrassing to be saying this on camera, but yeah, I'm a little over the top delighted and I go back very confident. I think when I first met Govind Valmikki sir, I had tears in my eyes because there were no answers. You know, yeah, I'm a tarot card reader, yeah, I'm a healer, but there seemed to be so much that was out of my control. But I think learning this class, and especially learning the Valmikki method one-on-one with Sir, it's nothing short of a life-changing event, and nothing short of, if you love yourself, then this is definitely an act of self-love. God bless my teacher, God bless his son Sonal also, who was so motivating around. What else can I say? And please do this for yourself. Thank you, and God bless everyone.